He's like a virus, but he is only one. There is only one, but we are 1, 2, 3, 4.
You are the infected.
You're just trying to forget. Don't you understand that? We're trying to forget and you're not letting us forget!
We can never forget. He won't let us. But if there were 1, 2, 3, 4,000 million people, then they would have to remember.
Are you suggesting that we spread the infection?
Okay, we all know the story at this point. Website, Something Awful, year 2009, creator, Victor Surge. For what, you may be asking? A Create Paranormal Images contest. This creature is seen with stretched out limbs, a light business suit, and, most notably, no face. The anecdotes Victor used to describe it were so generic and blank, both figuratively and literally. Others decided to make their own paranormal images and stories surrounding the creature. These stories were special because they took the seemingly generic monster and fashioned their own personal versions of it. This got so popular that people wanted to know what the creature would look like and how it would act in a new medium, as in videos instead of simple photographs. Marble Hornets was the first to do this. Since this was made when YouTube was just starting out, it led to many people debating on whether or not the events taking place in the series were actually real. What made this version of the creature, or as it's called in the series, the Operator, special was it was used to symbolize declining mental health. It was something that was always there in the distance, far away and near unnoticeable to many, but very close to others. It causes people to have coughing fits and pounding headaches when in close proximity to it. It can't physically be stopped, only being halted through the use of medication. Without the medication, the people having a strong connection to it would lose themselves, hurt, or kill other people, and for the sake of stopping it from spreading to others.
What makes you think I'm the only source? There could be hundreds of others. Thousands. You could be spreading it too. It's just using you to get what it wants.
Of course, other series followed suit, with Everyman Hybrid using it as a catalyst for the story, but not really having as much focus as the other monster they used in the series, a dog-like creature known as the Rake. Tribe 12, however, gave more abilities and more of a motivation to this monster. This was the Administrator, a fourth-dimensional godlike being worshipped by a cult known as the Collective. It, unlike the other two versions of the monster, had tendrils sticking out the back of its suit. It can also shape change. It can also shape change, come on. And add as many limbs to itself as it pleases. These channels were known as the Big Three. These channels were responsible for bringing this creature to a new state of popularity. However, there are many others too. Dark Harvest had this thing as part of a cult. Whispered Faith, while not featuring the creature, focused on the Rake once again. Keratin Garden had this creature be a side effect of a medication called Ajax, which was ironically supposed to stop people from seeing the creature. So many people started making series that started to become its own universe of content. For this video, I wanted to talk about one of the lesser-known series, since the Big Three were talked about so much. I managed to watch and go through 3 series, and I struggled to figure out which one to review. Pre-F Real, Whispered Faith, or 100-Yard-Stare. I finally decided on 100-Yard-Stare because the entire series isn't that long, clocking about 1 hour and 7 minutes. Then I can review the other 2 series on the next 2 Halloweens. So, let's go.
All right, we go this way,
If we
guys.
actually catch that ghost you've been talking about, and listen to me, This is a joke. I'm gonna punch everyone.
Why me?
Come on, if we go to the car, we'll be fine.
Oh God! What is that?
What I just showed were the first two videos. You see, it's stuff like this that made me really interested in this series, because the pacing is so fast and every video doesn't really feel like it's wasted time. The next video shown is actually a compilation of flashbacks that took place before the whatever that was teleported them.
Are we here?
Yeah.
Ooh,
this is spooky.
this is really scary. Ooh, smile for the camera, Ellie.
Okay.
All right, let me out.
Chipper.
Let me out.
Oh, Macy, stop whining.
Hold the camera.
But I can't even use this.
Give the camera to Ellie.
Hold on, I gotta lock the door. Here. Take it.
All right, I
I
got
have
it.
no idea what to do with it.
All right, we're going this way, guys, okay?
And the next video shows what happened directly after that, with Ellie suggesting that all of her friends get cameras to record their encounters with this thing. And while the two girls are, hesitant, they decide on this anyway.
I don't want
Giving
it.
you each a camera.
We don't want it, do we, Avery?
Do you want to survive this? Do you want to survive this? Because this is the only way I have gotten through it.
What if something happens to one of us? What are we going to do? No one will even
Record.
know anything
We are
happened.
going to record, and you are going to take this camera. I promise you, it's the only way you will make it through. You can go.
Ellie.
I'm not going.
Macy's right. I'm gonna go home.
You guys can leave. I have to stay here.
We'll be safe with our families. You go home to your family too.
As long as you record.
Ellie.
You're losing it. I'm done. Don't contact me unless it's something big.
Avery, be careful.
Don't contact me.
You're going too, aren't you?
Yeah. Look, Ellie, just be careful, okay?
They don't know what they've gotten themselves into.
We then see that Avery is getting stalked by that gas masked man from the flashback video. Not only that, but we also see her cleaning blood off herself, one of which is actually in the operator symbol from Marble Hornets. The next video shows Ellie singing "There's a Scarecrow in the Garden," just as she is about to notice a certain someone standing in the garden.
Put your scarecrow in the garden, made of straw and hand-me-downs. And when the frost, I'll fly away to that flower garden.
I just want to take this moment to tell you guys that this is actually a pretty nice contrast. This calming song playing in the background, just as Ellie is about to give in to this creature.
Times we only spoke our love away.
After both of these incidents, the girls sit on a bench in the park wondering what to do next.
Have you told the police?
Yeah, because the police are gonna take a man in a gas mask breaking into my house and touching my face, seriously. I don't know if he's human and we can do something about him. Maybe we can do something about the other guy, the tall one.
No.
We could get rid of them.
No.
Ellie, we have to try. Don't laugh like that. You know I hate that.
You can't stop them.
Before their conversation is able to get anywhere, they end up being chased away by guess who? And the next video just shows things are getting even worse. Maisie's children are willed to the monster, and once Maisie tries to stop them, Avery finds out that the only possible way they can come close to stopping the monster is by drawing operator symbols all over the place. So they go to Ellie's house for protection, and once they get there, they find antivirus notes all over the place, basically saying that they're still infected and there's no way to stop this virus. And things are presumably peaceful for a little bit.
Still doing laundry, Ellie?
Yes.
Wait, those aren't your clothes. Yes, they are. Where'd you get such colorful clothes from?
Don't let her fool you. She used to wear colorful things all the time.
No way! No way, no. You don't only own black? No.
It was middle school. I like to have fiesta parties. Okay, look, I was 12
The
and...
Fiesta pants, she'd wear those.
Shut up! Okay, shut up! She doesn't need to know about that.
What? Put them on! Put on, yes!
I am doing...
Let me see. Let me see.
I'm in
Let
laundry,
me
so you're
see.
gonna have to leave me
No!
alone. You're gonna have to leave me alone. Yeah, that's right.
I want to look at your fiesta
No,
pants.
go
Put
away.
them on.
Oh, is that the dryer?
Shut up! What's that?
A laptop is just randomly sitting in the place, so the girls watch the video placed on it, and they finish it just as Ellie finishes the laundry. And she is not happy about that, almost as if she didn't want the girls to see it in the first place. I wonder why that is. It turns out, on that laptop was a video of her running around the forest with who I'm assuming is her, or was her boyfriend. Anyway, his name is Chris, and he apparently already knew about this monster because Ellie just straight up told him about it.
I'm really glad you believe me now. I thought I was going crazy.
No, you're not crazy. Oh, you look crazy, but, looks aren't everything.
Shut up.
Ellie decides to run away from the creature once it shows up again, but Chris tells her to stop because they're not running away from this thing anymore. So they go to a random house, and then, okay, I'll be honest, I don't know what happens here. It turns out Chris knew everything that was going on with Ellie and tried to tackle her, or maybe he knocked her out, or choked her or something.
What's wrong?
Anyway, it's straight after this that Chris picks up the camera and decides to investigate this further before he seemingly ends up dying to this virus. I'm gonna guess the official name for this creature is the virus, so I'm just gonna stick with that. The next video shows the girls being on guard duty to protect themselves from the antibody, but it already arrived at the house. The girls just tackle him down to the ground, and he's finally able to tell them what his fucking deal is.
Antibody. Must stop the spread of the infection. You infected. All of you infected. 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 Get that off! okay?
No.
You think he won't find you, but you think.
The antibody seems to have given them advice and have told them to erase all the operator symbols. I don't know why. Possibly because it's just attracting the creature. Maybe it's... I don't know. You tell me in the comments below. And Ellie's just standing there. The next scene shows the two girls besides Ellie talking about moving just out of, I don't know, state, country, or whatever, for a very long time. But Ellie is afraid that whatever happened to Chris will happen to them.
Ellie, this is not the same situation.
This is where you'll hear the greatest line in this entire series. The delivery is just spot on from the girl who plays Avery.
We're just trying to forget. Don't you understand that? We're trying to forget and you're not letting us forget!
So, we finally get to the season finale. And this takes place directly after that confrontation. And Ellie knows that her friends aren't gonna watch. So, to summarize, Ellie was affected by the virus in the very beginning, before the series even started. The virus screwed her up so much to the point where she was left in a state where she felt she wasn't capable of getting rid of it no matter what she did. And so she thought the only logical way to get rid of the virus was by spreading it to not only her friends, but the people who watched her misfortunes on YouTube. Therefore, they would get infected, and they would just be left, I don't know how you would describe it. They would just be less infected to an extent, but they'd still remember everything that's going on. Besides, it's like the antibody said, they're never gonna forget because the monster's not gonna let them.
So he did it. That's why we posted all these videos. Maybe that's all he wanted from us, you know? We'll be fine now. Sorry.
And that's it for season 1. I'll tell you guys the truth, I was originally going to review the entire series, but I realized with the speed I was going at and the constant breaks I've been taking, I decided to release season 1 on Halloween and just release season 2 sometime in the future. Although it's going to come soon, don't worry. There's a lot more to talk about.